Hello and welcome to another episode of the Get Him Keep Him podcast. Today's topic, how to be a better girlfriend. And before I dive right into the topics, or let's say right into the tips that I have for you, I want to congratulate you. You are awesome, and I really mean that. The fact that you want to be a better girlfriend for your boyfriend already shows me that you have empathy and that you really, really love this guy. So yeah, more power to you. That's great. And now let's start with the first tip, and that's to be unapologetically honest to him. What does it mean to be unapologetically honest to your boyfriend? It also means to tell him when things are not okay, because when you want to be a better girlfriend, you don't just want to be a girlfriend who says yes to everything and who pleases him in every possible way, even though you are unhappy with it. That's the last thing I want. I want you to be as happy in the relationship as you make him. And if there's something that annoys you in the relationship, or something that you just don't want, something that he does that annoys you, tell him. Let him know how you feel about the relationship when everything is great, and also let him know how you feel about the relationship when things are not that great. When you, for example, disagree with something, when there's something that still bugs you. So no matter what's going on in your relationship, when everything is great, let him know. When something is not that great, let him know and then work on it. He will appreciate it in the long term. In the short term, he might be a little bit irritated and think, oh, is she not happy? What's going on? But when you then work on it, then you will have a better relationship. And make an effort to look the best you can for him. Of course, you should also expect the same from him. If you hit the gym, if you dress up, if you wear makeup, and he just walks around in sweatpants all day, doesn't look after himself, doesn't eat healthy, and he just turns into Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars, then of course this is, it's not ideal. So always keep in mind, with all the tips that I share with you here, you should also expect the same from him. But what if he does that? Then of course you should do it too. Because the better you look, the more he will be into you. And no, it's not about the physical attraction. I mean, yes, it is to a certain extent, but it's even more about the fact that you show him that you care about him. Because when somebody dresses up for the other person in a relationship, this means that we communicate, hey, I care about you, I care about us, I care about the relationship. I mean, if, for example, your boyfriend dresses up in his best suit for you when he goes out with you to dinner, you will feel more appreciated than if he wears his sweatpants and he says, yeah, honey, come on, let's go. You communicate something with the way you take care of yourself and the way you dress up. And we live in this crazy world where couples dress up when they go out to meet strangers, to go to a meeting, and to just talk to people who they are never intimate with and who they are not in a relationship with. But then when it comes to the relationship itself, then sweatpants and oversized white t-shirts rule. And I think that's the wrong way of looking at it. I would really try to find a way to dress up in your relationship, even if you're just at home. You can, for example, even when you're at home, create a kind of date night where you both dress up and you have a wonderful dinner. Maybe you want to order something, you want to order a good meal, and then dress up and pretend that you are in a real restaurant. And this alone can help you to have a more exciting relationship. And continue to tell him how much you believe in him. If you do it once, that's great. If you do it twice, that's even better. And if you do it again and again, that's way better. If you tell him how much you believe in him, you will create the man that he wants to be and that you want him to be. Because the more you tell him how much you believe in him, the more he will believe in himself. And when a guy believes in himself, then he will take the action steps that he needs to take in order to succeed. And then you will have an amazing relationship with a successful boyfriend who loves you so, so much that no matter how successful he gets, he will always stay with you, because he knows that he's only successful because you believed in him. And when you are the woman who communicates to him that you believe in him, then you will have a wonderful relationship. And you will also have a wonderful relationship when you make him obsessed with you by activating his hero instinct. A guy who feels like a hero in his relationship will do everything for you. Unfortunately, a lot of men believe that they have to choose between their relationship, between their partner, and between their mission and their vision in life. And every man, or at least most men, the high value man and the high quality man that you want to date. These guys all have a vision. They all have something that they want to achieve. But because society and because other men condition them to believe that they have to choose between a woman and between their path, between their own hero's journey, they often fall into this trap that they say no to a relationship even though it would be perfect for them. And that often happens, for example, when a Skype coaching client of mine tells me that she's been on a couple of dates with a guy who's really successful, really ambitious, and suddenly he didn't text her back anymore. And most of the time it's because this guy then says, will she stop me from being successful? Will a relationship now destroy my goals? Okay, I'm not ready for a relationship. I mean, how many times have you heard a guy say, I'm not ready for a relationship? And yes, this can even happen when you're already in a relationship with him, because then he might decide, no, I don't want that anymore. I want to focus on my goals. And this is actually one of the most common breakup reasons that guys tell me about, that they say, hey, I broke up with her because I wanted to follow my own path. I wanted to work on my goals and I had the feeling that she was holding me back. And that's why it's so important that you activate his hero instinct, that he won't even look at other women and he won't even look at your relationship as a separate aspect from his purpose. Then his purpose and your relationship will be one. And if you want to find out how you can activate his hero instinct and how you can make him obsessed with you by making him feel like the hero of his own life and of your relationship, then you absolutely have to click on the link in the description and either read this page or watch the video that you find on this page, because this will take your relationship to a whole new level. And ask yourself if he deserves a better girlfriend. And no, I don't mean another woman. Maybe I formulated that in a really weird way. What I mean is ask yourself if he actually deserves you at your best. Because being a good girlfriend sometimes means to give your boyfriend a reality check. If you are in a relationship where you do everything for him, but he does absolutely nothing for you, he doesn't care about the relationship, he doesn't care about your feelings, then he simply doesn't deserve a woman like you. And then it's your responsibility as an amazing girlfriend to give him a reality check and to find out if he's willing to put in the work. And be adventurous enough to try new things in the bedroom. You don't have to immediately say no when he suggests a roleplay. Of course, you don't have to immediately say yes to everything. But you should be at least adventurous enough to try new things and to ask him what he really likes. And then you can tell him what you really like. And then you can come up with ideas together, how you can spice up your bedroom life. And you can even come up with ideas and maybe surprise him with a costume or however you want to surprise him. The sky is the limit. And speaking of surprises, romantic gifts will melt his heart. And no, it doesn't have to be an expensive ring or an expensive necklace or an expensive whatever. You can, for example, write him little love notes, or a self-made coupon for a relaxing massage that he can then have with you. That's, for example, something that my girlfriend gave me as a present once. She wrote a self-made coupon for a relaxing massage. It came out of nowhere, and she was just, yeah, I thought it's a fun idea. And that's why I wanted to mention it here, because, yeah, it made me happy, and I think it's a great idea. You can write a coupon and write anything you want on that coupon. Or, for example, a surprise in the bedroom. Or, for example, a romantic text message. I mean, hey, if you want, you can also write him a love letter, but if you don't want to do that, a romantic text message can be enough. And allow him to be a better man by being open about his emotions. That's when you win the Best Girlfriend Award. If you provide the space for him that allows him to share his feelings, that allows him to be emotionally vulnerable, that allows him to just show his emotions. And that's something that so many men are not able to do, because we've been conditioned from such an early age to suppress our emotions. And if you show him that he can share his feelings with you, that he can be vulnerable, then you're automatically the best girlfriend he could possibly wish for. And if you want to learn how to communicate with your boyfriend in such an open way so that he will eventually become the emotionally available man that you've always wanted, then you can book a Skype coaching session with me, and I can show you how to talk to him, when to talk to him, and what to talk about, so that he will then emotionally open up. And yes, I'm very confident that I can help you with that, because I've been on this path myself. I've once been the emotionally unavailable guy, and I've worked on myself, and I know exactly what men need to hear and want to hear in order to open up emotionally, which then allows them to be more obsessed with you and more devoted to you than ever before. And if you want to find out more about Skype coaching with me, you can click on the second link in the description. And another thing you can do to be a better girlfriend is to get his favorite something for him, no matter what his favorite something is. Maybe a favorite movie, maybe a favorite dish, maybe a favorite holiday destination. I mean, you don't have to get the holiday destination, but you can, for example, let him know that you want to travel there with him. For example, if your boyfriend says, I've always wanted to travel to Thailand, I always wanted to go to the beach there, and you then suggest a trip to Thailand for your next couple's holiday. This can be all he needs to realize, hey, my girlfriend is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to travel there with her. And when it comes to meeting his friends, don't just allow him to see his friends. Don't just allow him to go out without you and to meet his friends. Communicate how cool you are with it. If you do that, he will love you, because from a lot of Skype coaching sessions I had with women who were in relationships that were not that good at the time and that then got significantly better after a couple of coaching sessions. But in the first session, they always said, I react jealous and I react possessive when he goes out with his friends alone. A lot of women falsely assume that when a guy goes out with his friends alone, that it means he doesn't love her and he doesn't want to spend time with her, but that's not the case. It's just that he wants to see his buddies. That's all. That's really all. So if you're totally cool with him going out with his friends every now and then, of course not every night, but every now and then he knows I'm completely free in this relationship. I have all the freedom that I ever wanted. I am happy with this woman. And support him when he's down. These are the days we value our relationship the most. If he feels down, if he feels defeated, if something in his job or in his business didn't work out the way he wanted, and you then show him that you support him, then he knows that you are there for him in good times and bad times. And then you will be the best girlfriend he could possibly wish for. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.